Yo, what is good, YouTube? It is your boy Make America Lit, and then today I'm bringing you guys a 2K commentary of sorts, I guess you can say. As far as the gameplay, I got some 2K23 gameplay in the background. I know I've gotten like one or two comments asking for gameplay and stuff like that, so enjoy the gameplay in the background. I think I'm on my two-way 3-level point forward. Yeah, so enjoy the gameplay. If not, just have the video on in the background and just listen or whatever like that. It's really up to you. But today I just want to talk about the 2K community and just how fickle it is, man, because I'm somebody that likes to, I don't know what's the exact word. I don't want to say lane, but I'm the type of person that I like to go to various different lanes to discuss the game and to read discussions about the game and read other people's thoughts and stuff like that, their insights on the game and stuff like that. Especially as a content creator myself, you kind of just want to get other people's viewpoint, not just your own perspective, but other people's perspective, based on how they play the game and stuff like that. Because how I play the game may not be how this person play the game or that person play the game. So I've been on Twitter, I've been in the YouTube comments, I've been on various forums, I've been on Discord, I've been on even the 2K subreddit, you know what I'm saying? And I'm seeing like a absolute split down the line, just clash of people on one side and a clash of people on the other side, just at each other's throat about one of the things that I think personally is just absolutely plaguing this game, and it's just absolutely game breaking. 2K finally put out a decent game. I'm not gonna say it's great, I'm not gonna say it's amazing, you know what I'm saying, but they put out a decent game. I know people are rating this 2K very, very high just because they put out absolute garbage, like absolute dog shit the last like 5 years. You look at 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, going back to 18, the last 5 years, I'd say the best game that they put out was probably 19. And even 19 wasn't that good either, so that's not saying much, especially after the dog shit that was 2K18. You know what I'm saying? So, 2K20 was alright. For me it was fun, but it wasn't great or amazing. Same thing with 21 and 22. 22 I had a lot of fun, but I'm just getting sidetracked and ranting. No, the point I'm trying to make is that just like Call of Duty, people tend to rate games that are just somewhat decent, just average at best, maybe way higher than it should be rated, because it's sandwiched in between really, really shit games. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people who rate Black Ops 3, for example. I rated Black Ops 3 really high, and then I realized, I rated Black Ops 3 so highly not because it was a good game, but because it was a decent game sandwiched in between a bunch of bullshit, dog shit games. You know what I'm saying? So, for a lot of people, they're rating 2K23 so highly because look at the games that we just got. 2K18, 2K21, 2K22. Like, come on, So, I tend to, again, like I was saying, browse a lot of different, forums and subreddits and, Discord servers and stuff like that to kind of gauge what, like, a lot of people are thinking, their insights and stuff like that on the game, and to have, like, just open conversations and discussions about the game and stuff like that. And again, like I said, I was just seeing a lot of people clash. A lot of people were clashing about the steals. On one hand I see people saying, oh no, the steals are fine, and I'm seeing on the other hand people are complaining about the steals, saying the steals are trash, that the steals need to be nerfed. And the one thing I just found was just extremely funny, again, like I said, is just how fickle the 2K community was, or is, I should say, because it's like, people often say they want diversity. That was like one of the biggest things I heard people complain about, in 2K17. 2K21, 2K20, and 2K22 was diversity. Diversity, diversity, diversity. Build diversity, build diversity. I'm tired of everybody having the same builds. Now, obviously, 2K17, we had the archetype system. So, you know, you only had about, what, like maybe 8 builds or 7 builds that you could even choose from. You know, playmaker, sharp, slasher, shot creator, you know, glass cleaner, like rim protector or something like that. And then, like, point forward, and then like I think like maybe, you know, I'm thinking there had to be another build. I'm probably forgetting another build, but there was only set archetypes that you can choose from, you know, in 2K17. 2K18 they introduced like basically dual archetypes where you could choose, you know, pure playmaker, or you could go playmaking, sharpshooting, playmaking, shot creating, playmaking, defensive, you know, playmaking, rebounding playmaker, rebounding defense, rebounding, you know what I mean? Like you could, you know, dual. And then, you know, from there, from, you know, 18 and 19, we just got into the pie chart where you had like a little bit more diversity, but that just led to people still making the same builds, you know what I'm saying? And then now we're here in 2K23 where now you literally, you know, don't have pie charts. You're not locked into a certain build or, you know, category. You can pick and choose what attributes you want, and it just leads to everybody just making the same 6'8", 6'9" build. And it's just like you finally got what you want, which was the old 2K15, 2K14 system of just choosing your attributes and what you want to put up, what you want to put down. And then you guys still just resort to just everybody being carbon copies of the exact same shit. And it's just like I don't get it. This is what y'all wanted diversity for. Y'all wanted the ability to make anything you want just so y'all all can just run and make the same exact shit. It just boggles my mind. And then, you know, with the steal situation, if they don't nerf steals, it's kind of just going to ruin the game. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I say it's going to ruin the game is because it's just going to lead to everybody. You know what's going to happen? The same thing that happened with 6'1", 5'10s, and 5'9", 5'8 play shots in 2K22 is going to turn into a if you can't beat them, then join them scenario. You know? And in the if you can't beat them, then join them scenario, what happens is it goes from just like, you know, 50%, 40%, maybe 60% of people running around with 95 steal, 99 steal, to everybody making sure that every single build they make have a 95 to 99 steal. And then now everybody's just going to be in Park, in Rec, in Antioch, wherever you're playing, just spamming, just spamming steal, you know. And it's like, is this what y'all wanted? Like, honestly, is this what you want? Because right now, you know, everybody don't have a 95 or a 99 steal. You don't really even need a high-ass steal. I have a 39 steal on my 3-level score, and I still get about 2 steals a game, 3 steals a game in Rec. And then I probably get even more poke ball loose animations. And if I was running like gold workhorse or something like that, I probably would get way more steals, because when I poke the ball loose, I'd actually be able to pick it up quickly. But because I don't have like a lot of defensive badges, I don't even think I could get gold or Hall of Fame workhorse, because my perimeter defense isn't high enough, because I went like offense heavy on this build. But the point I'm trying to make is that you don't even need a high steal, bro. You can rip people. I rip people consistently with a 39 steal. Like, I shouldn't be able to do that. I shouldn't be able to poke the ball loose as much as I poke the ball loose. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not, you know, by means a spammer. I've been running lockdown since 2K17. I make a lockdown every single 2K game that I play. Like I said, I've been running lock for well over 5 years. You know what I'm saying? I have the IQ. I know when to reach, when not to reach, how to count dribbles. You know, when to, you know, kind of estimate when they're tired, when they're, you know, when to reach, when they're crossing over into another hand and stuff like that, when they just came from a behind the back dribble and stuff like that. It's not like I'm just mindlessly spamming and reaching. I have the defensive IQ to play good defense. But even with me always making a lockdown. Even with me having a defensive IQ that I have, I still should not be reaching or poking the ball loose as much as I poke the ball loose with a 39 steal and no glove badge. I should not be getting the steals that I'm getting with a 39 steal and no glove badge. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's ridiculous now, you know? It's very ridiculous. And then, you know, it's just going to become, you know, again, a repeat of 2K22 where everybody just says, screw it, I'm going to make a 6'1", a 6 foot, you know, a 5'10", a 5'8", and just abuse Hall of Fame mismatch expert, abuse Hall of Fame unpluckable, abuse Hall of Fame tight handles, you know, abuse Hall of Fame blinders, and just, you know, whatever I can abuse to help myself win or whatever, that's what I'm gonna do. You know, and that's gonna be a repeat of 2K23. I'm calling it right now. It's only October, but I'm calling it right now. That's exactly what is going to happen with this game. People are going to get tired of getting ripped. They're gonna get tired of, you know, losing games because dudes are just spamming them. And it's funny because it's like nobody has a problem with them only winning games because they're spamming square. You know, RNG bullshit. But the RNG bullshit is the same thing people cried and whined and fucking wham. The same shit that people literally cried and whined like fucking babies about whites and how whites were RNG and people shouldn't hit whites, and I'm losing games because their whites went in but my whites didn't go in. Like, this is the same exact shit. The same exact shit, but in defensive form. You know, the same exact shit. Y'all complain about whites going in and how it's RNG based and stuff like that. Well, now we got steals where it's just like RNG based. You get like, you know, a 50% chance to rip somebody, which a 50% chance is literally a coin flip. Like, how many times you think you're gonna win that coin flip? But a good chance, 50%. 50% of the time you might be able to win that coin flip. So, okay, so I reach this time, I get a foul. Okay, reach next time, I get a steal. I reach next time, I'll probably get a steal. I reach next time, maybe I get a foul. You know, I reach again, another steal. Like, that should not be a thing, bro. It shouldn't. And this is coming from, once again, if you go back on 2K22, if you go back and look at my builds, the builds that I played on, I had 3 builds that was not defensive orientated. I had a pure playmaker, pure yellow. I had a 6'4" play shot, which was my very first build, and then I had a 6'1" play shot to combat, of course, 6'1" play shots. But other than that, every single build I had a glass cleaner, a glass lock that could shoot, a glass lock that was inside, a 2-way sharpshooter, a 2-way playmaker, you know, a multi-position defender. Every single one of my builds, a 2-way slashing playmaker. Every single one of my builds in 2K22 had defense in it besides 3 of those builds. The other 7 or 8 builds were all defensive orientated. This is coming from somebody who loves defense. I love playing defense. If you watch any of my videos from 2K22, then you've heard me harp on and on about how every badge in the game is to help offense and how defense doesn't get any badges. And we didn't have any badges in 2K22. There was no defensive equivalent to sniper that literally helped people hit shots. There was no defensive equivalent to hot zone hunter, which helped people hit shots. There was no defensive equivalents to Deadeye or blinders, which again helped people hit shots. There was nothing equivalent to any of those OP overpowered badges that literally just helped you put the ball in the basket. You know what defense got? Defense got pickpocket, and defense had intimidator. That's it. And intimidator really doesn't even matter when you got somebody with Hall of Fame mismatch expert and Hall of Fame blinders left, right, and you to fuck to death. You know what I'm saying? Like, then you look at the playmaking badges. You know, offense had Hall of Fame unpluckable or just unpluckable. You know what I'm saying? They got handles for days. They got boost they can buy. They got Gatorade they can buy. They got 99 stamina that they rocking. Like, And what does defense have? Defense has tireless defender, and that's it. You know, the game is already catered to offensive players. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm saying this as somebody who loves to play defense. Even with all of those things being said, you know what I'm saying? This year, we kind of have a little bit more of a balanced game. You know, we don't have no hot zone hunter. There is no sniper. You know what I'm saying? There's still blinders. There's still Deadeye for sure. There's even guard up now too, which is like another form of Deadeye and blinders. But obviously that badge isn't as good. But with them reducing the amount of badges in the game, they kind of, you know, balanced it a little bit to, you know, for the defensive guys and the defensive minded players. But then again, still, you know, you're still going to be at a disadvantage because, of course, we still don't have, you know, the equivalent to Deadeye or blinders for defensive players. You know what I'm saying? There is no equivalent to catch and shoot. These badges that all just help you with putting the ball in the basket. There is no multiple badge for just stealing the ball. It's just glove and interceptor. That's it. We don't get 6 defensive badges, you know, for stealing the ball, you know. So, you know, with that being said, I honestly think the steals are still OP. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not just talking without offering a solution. I honestly have like 3 different ideas that I think that they can implement. You know, the third idea, I kind of hope it doesn't come to that. You know what I'm saying? I really don't hope it comes to that for that third idea. But for like the first 2 ideas, you know, or solutions, if you want to even call it that or whatever, you know, I think that they should definitely implement, or at least consider implementing. So my first idea, my first idea is I think that they should buff Unpluckable, period. And I don't just mean, you know, buff, you know, gold or Hall of Fame Unpluckable or something like that. No. I mean just buff Unpluckable, period. All levels of Unpluckable should be buffed. Bronze, silver, gold, Hall of Fame, all 3 levels should be buffed. You know, I, as a 3-level scorer with a 39 steal, I shouldn't be ripping dudes the way I'm ripping dudes, you know, in rec. You know, and they got bronze, silver, or gold Unpluckable. You know, at no point should anyone have a 50% chance to rip someone, period. I don't care if they have Hall of Fame glove. I don't care if they have a 99 steal. Like, just think of what that means. Put that in perspective. What if a person had a 50% chance to hit a 3 on you every single time they shot the ball? Which would mean if they took 10 shots, they were going to hit 5 shots on you no matter what. So even if you did play good defense, 10 out of 10 times, 5 of those times, they were going to green that shot on you no matter what you did. Whether you play perfect defense, you got 100% smothered. Just think of it in that perspective. 50%, they're shooting. So that's 15 points on your head no matter what. No matter how good of defense you play, that is 15 points on your head. A game, period, point blank. Now think of it as a slasher. Think of it as a slasher driving in the paint and you're a center. He got, you know, a 99 dunk. So should he be able to dunk on you 5 out of 10 times, no matter how good you timed the jump, no matter how much you jumped exactly when he jumped, you have a 99 interior defense, you have a 99 block, whatever. You know, you have gold anchor. You know what I'm saying? Should that slasher be able to dunk on your shit 5 out of 10 times every single time? Because that's 10 points on your head every single game, no matter how good of defense you play. You know? And if you don't agree with any of those things that I'm saying, then how can you agree that somebody should have a 50% chance to rip somebody? Just because they don't have a badge or because they have bronze Unpluckable instead of gold or Hall of Fame. Like it's just not realistic, bro. And the thing is, when I go on these servers and these forums and like these subreddits and stuff like that, these were the same people that was talking about sim basketball and realistic basketball. They want real basketball. Play shots shouldn't be able to dribble for 24 seconds and then green. You know, you get tired if you dribble the ball for that long. Stretch big shouldn't be able to green over everybody. They're just shooting over literally everybody. Right? That's not real basketball. That's not sim basketball, yo. Somebody ripping somebody 50% of the time is not real basketball, bro. You know, come on now. You know that that's not real basketball. You know? Now, my second solution is that I think that they should just nerf steals in general. You know, like I said, the amount of times that I've plugged people with the 39 steal is honestly disgusting to me. You know, I would probably be averaging around 4 steals a game if I put Workhorse on. I'm not going to do that because I want to have other badges like Challenger and Pick Dodger and stuff like that. But if I was able to put Workhorse on like a Gold or Hall of Fame and I'd be able to pick up the ball a lot of times when I poke the ball loose, you know, I would honestly average about 4 steals a game in a rec. You know? And again, like I said, I do have to admit that I do have good time. And it's not like I'm just spamming dudes with the 39 steal and I'm getting rips and stuff like that. Like, no. I have good time and I have great IQ. You know, I've made lockdown since 2K17. I know how to play lock. I know how to play defense. Like I said, I know how to count the dribbles. You know, okay, he just dribbled like 4 times already. He just did 2 crossovers, a behind the back. Yo, he got to be tired. You know, his meter got to be close to being unfull. Let me rip him. You know what I'm saying? Let me reach. You know, I'm looking for when they cross over, when they switch the ball into other hands. You know, I'm not just mashing square, you know, like a spammer. But even then, I still shouldn't be getting all the pokes that I'm getting. I still shouldn't be getting the steals I'm getting with a 39 steal and no glove badge, bro. It just don't make any sense. Now, the third solution that I have is a solution that I hope doesn't come to, but the third solution is they just nerf glove, you know? And again, as I stated before, nobody should have a 50% chance of plucking somebody, but again, I don't want a 2K22 situation, you know, where the badge becomes awful or useless because 2K doesn't know how to properly balance shit in the game, you know? Because that's what happened last year. Last year, you know, Unpluckable literally didn't work. They buffed Unpluckable like they should have, and that should have been the end of it. But they buffed Unpluckable, which was needed. Don't get me wrong. We needed to buff Unpluckable because as it was, it didn't work. And people was just running around with no Unpluckable, right? But then they buffed it. It worked. It was perfect. It was fine the way it was. They didn't have to touch anything else. But what did they go and do? They went and, you know, nerfed Pickpocket. And Pickpocket didn't need to be nerfed at all. Was Pickpocket a little strong? Yeah, but in a game with Mismatch Expert and Sniper and Hot Zone Hunter and Catch and Shoot and Blinders and shit like that, you know, you need something as a defender. You know what I'm saying? Now, this year in 2K23, with the badges being nerfed, there's not as many OP badges. There's no Sniper, there's no Hot Zone Hunter. Hotspots don't even really, you know, impact your shots. You're not even getting that much of a boost from hotspots and stuff. You know, the game is just a little bit more balanced in the defensive favor. I just need them to tone down steals just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit. You know, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you think that steals should be nerfed? Do you like the steals the way they are? Do you think they need to nerf glove? Do you think they need to buff Unpluckable? You know, let me know in the comments below what you think about the whole situation. It's been your boy Make America Lit. I'm out.